welcome to Life Church Seaford.
Now I want you to come on a journey with me for a few minutes and just imagine
what it would look like for a church in this town, for us to be the most generous that we could be.
what would it look like for us to be the most prayerful church that we can be.
So courageous, courage. What does it mean?
Imagine a church that is so vulnerable and loving towards each other that the outside world says, we want in. We want what you've got. What is it?
See, we have a vision that over the next 10 years we can give away hundreds of thousands of pounds.
Imagine a church where there was fear, but it didn't control what people said and what people did.
To provide relief from poverty, to encourage church planters, and to support the persecuted church where we can.
We champion one another, we encourage one another to go on adventures with God.
We have a vision to turn this building into a home for the town where people can come to find love and acceptance, prayer and purpose.
Where there's a centre for residential retreats and training.
We have a vision to host an annual free-to-all festival.
Imagine if every home in Seaford and New Haven had had a need met, had been prayed for, been spoken to.
Picture a church community fighting for justice in our town, in our county, in our nation.
To offer regular free meals to the community.
Church where people continually step out in faith. Imagine what our workplaces would look like if we were that kind of people.
God showed me a picture, and in the picture it was Seaford. It was night. It was like a sea mist. There was smoke. There were news crews everywhere, helicopters flying above, people being interviewed. And I was like, wow. And he just said to me, this is what's going to happen when my presence falls in your town.
And one day, you see, we won't need to imagine because we'll be it. I mean, if I'd have stood here 10 years ago and said, imagine a church of this size with its own building in the town, the group of 30 or 40 of us would have looked and gone, I can imagine it, but it's unlikely, isn't it? And yet God did it. He does it. And He's speaking to us about what He's calling us to be.